to be fouled by one of the Rockets. Will it be Marshall? Yes, it will. Marshall will pick up the foul.
Dylan Marshall's first team first against Routt. Ball to bounce to Payson underneath the basket. Charlie will take it now.
Got to turn him up, though, John.
Payson trailing here in the early going. 7:16 to play in the first. Here's Luce in the corner for a three. That was Lance Luce, no good. Lucas Luce, put back, won't fall. Gets it again, puts it up, and gets it to go. Lucas Luce relentless on the boards that time and makes it a 2-2 ball game with 7 minutes to play in the first quarter on the Waco Collision scoreboard. In the backcourt with the basketball are the Routt Catholic Rockets as Chumley looks to bring it up. He'll throw it out front. That's to May. Leaves it over to Winters. Winters will bring the ball back out to May. Left side, Chumley. Left alone for a three, and it's good. Hunter Chumley tickles the twine from 19-9 and makes it a 5-2 ball game. Routt on top by 3 with 6:37 to play in the first. Boston to the front court for Payson. Out top, Kennedy. Down low, tried to find Johnson. Ball out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson. A turnover on Payson Seymour.
There's second.
Here's second, as John told you already in the early going here. Routt ball length of the court to go. 6.5 minutes to play in the first quarter. Rockets wearing the purple uniforms this afternoon, white numbers. And for Payson Seymour, it's the white uniform. May in the backcourt needs to hurry, gets it across on a pass to Marshall. Marshall has the ball, crosses over, drives in, left side. Winters for a tray, too hard on an air ball. Rebound run down by Winters, though, as it was tipped around. He'll go right back at it, drives in, shoots over Voss, won't go. And on the board is Lance Luce. Into the front court to Johnson. Layup on the run out is good.
Ooh, what a catch.
Makes it 5-4. Rout's lead down to 1. 5:58 to play in the first quarter. You turn that down a little bit. May with the ball out front. He'll work it to Marshall. Now to May. Still needs to get it across. May to Marshall across the half-court line at the 5:46 mark of the first quarter. Right side to Chumley. Chumley will throw it back out to Marshall, and Routt will look to run a little half-court offense here. There's a dribble drive inside by Moore. His shot no good, but he'll shoot 2 shots. And Brooks Moore was much improved in their second game on Tuesday night compared to night 1. He had 18 points in that contest.
Foul going to go against
Lucas Luce.
Lance Luce is who they
Or
called
Lance,
it on.
you're right,
His first, team first. Brooks Moore to the free throw line shooting 2. He's got 2 points. First 2 free throws of the night for him. 5-4, the 1-point lead for Routt. First one up is good by him. He's got 3.
I agree. He is much improved, no doubt about it, in Mr. Moore.
And Moore, second is up. It's off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound to Johnson, his first.
To Kennedy into the front court for Payson, and a reach foul out front against Dylan Marshall.
Marshall's second, team second. It'll be ball out of bounds to Payson along the sideline. I'd have to think Marshall will be sitting down, but he's not come out yet.
I think they were so surprised that the foul was called on that touch that didn't have time to replace him. Ronan will come in on the dead ball.
Right side with the basketball, Kennedy. Baseline Johnson, a bounce and a shot. It's no good. Rebound gets his own board, puts it back up and in, and this game's tied at 6. 6-6 tie with 5:15 to play in the first quarter on the Waco Collision scoreboard.
Tied at 2 and 6 now.
May in the backcourt tries to get it to Moore, who takes it across on the dribble. He's got men all over him, and it's fouled by Voss.
That will be Trevor Voss's first foul, team second against Payson Seymour.
Corey Ronan will check into the game. The freshman replaces Dylan Marshall, and if you're Ronan, you're about to see pressure like you haven't probably seen it when Payson Seymour decides to turn it up a little bit here. Chumley with the ball, tries the baseline move, cut off there by Luce. Ball goes to Ronan, passes a little wide, but he runs it down. Left side with it is Chumley. Going to try to break his man down off the dribble. Not a lot of movement right now for Routt. Hands it off to Winters. Winters tries the penetration. Right side Ronan for a 3. The lefty from downtown is good. And makes it 9-6. Routt. 4:35 to play first quarter. Into the front court. The Rockets tip it a couple of times. Ball goes out of bounds. Last touched by Chumley. It'll stay with Payson on the baseline.
Kennedy had a little trouble with it there and tipped it a couple of times. A lot of active hands on the defense.
Underneath here to Payson Seymour. Lucas Luce gets it out front to Kennedy for a 3. No good. Rebound run down by Lucas May for Routt, his first of the afternoon. 4:22 to play first quarter. Routt a 3-point lead in the basketball. May, coast to coast, leads a nice dish off for Moore, who lays it up and in for another 2. And it's 11-6. The Rockets on top by 5, their largest lead of the day. Kennedy tiptoeing near the half-court line. Gets it to Lucas Luce. Skip pass left side to Voss. Puts it on the floor. Right side to Lucas Luce. Wide open three, and he missed it. Rebound down to Drew Winters for Routt. 3:55 to play first quarter. Routt a 5-point lead, and now the basketball. Corey Ronan with the ball. The freshman. Left-hander. Drives. Dishes. Chumley. Three. No good. Moore with the board. Put it back up and in. And have an ace so far. Brooks Moore. 6 points.
Yep. 7, excuse me.
7 points. Voss wants to run into the front court. Pass left side, Luce. Leaves it out front, Lucas Luce. Spin move, turnaround shot. That's Lance, no good. Rebound is a foul here against Lance Luce, I think. And Payson looks to be a little flustered at this point. They're about to be flustered on the bench together because Brian Ray is substituting.
That's what Brian Ray will do, and I said before the game they could have one of those games where they just come out flat, and that's what they've done so far. Rout's taking advantage of it, and, you know, Payson's not done anything but shot threes most of the game.
Foul called on Lance Luce, his second, team third.
It's a big call there as well. So Marshall on the bench for Routt with 2 fouls, and Luce now to the bench for Payson Seymour with his second. Here's May, who's been impressive so far with his ball handling ability, to Ronan, right side Chumley. Chumley fakes right, goes left, spins around inside, fakes again, now needs to throw it out, does so to Winters. Winters hasn't found maybe that smooth shooting stroke so far, but he's done a lot of things right. He'll drive in, kick it right side, Ronan. Ronan fakes, now drives in, little floater up off the glass too hard. The rebound comes down to Christian Ward for Payson Seymour, his first of the day. Ward has it poked away in the front court by May, tips it back to the backcourt, but Trevor Voss will run it down for Payson. May's playing like a man possessed right now.
No turnover there as nobody was able to possess it.
Ward to Brown, left side Schwartz, 3-ball on the way, no good. Payson not hot from downtown so far. Chumley with another board. He'll take it into the front court for Routt. Dribble drive inside, fakes the kick out, turnaround shot, a pretty one by Chumley. He's got another 2 and makes it 15-6 Rockets with 2:23 to play in the first on the Way-Cool Collision scoreboard, 285-1231. Dr. Reed Richards and his staff for all of your collision repair needs. Here's a pass from Voss. Run down by Schwartz out front. Also out there is Robert Miller, Tristan Brown, and Christian Ward. Brown was a starter a lot of the season last year for Payson. Hasn't seen a ton of playing time so far this year. Voss will dribble out toward the wing. Pass right side to Ward. Ward holds the ball on the perimeter, deep in the corner to Miller. Miller a couple of bounces and a pass to Voss. Penetration, now step back from 17. No good. Chumley runs down his second rebound in as many trips down the court. He'll turn and take it the other way, showing off the ball handling skills, but then try to get a little too fancy and turn it over. Schwartz into the front court. Miller. Layup right hand is good. Robert Miller has his first 2 off of a turnover by the squad from Routt and stops the bleeding momentarily. 15-8. Rout's lead trimmed to 7 with 1:25 to play in the first quarter. May with the ball into the front court for the Routt Rockets. Hands it off to Chumley. Fakes the 3. Man got off of his feet. Chumley drives in with contact. Shot no good. Rebound Chumley goes after it. Gets it back. Put it up. Won't fall. Rebound tipped and pulled in by Ward. He'll throw it into the front court. Schwartz down to Voss, who lays it off the glass and in on the alley-oop. He's got his first 2 and makes it 15-10 with a minute to play in the first. Nice speed that time from Schwartz. May with the basketball for Routt. Hands it off to Ronan. Ronan had a little trouble with the bounce. Now runs it down. Crosses over against Schwartz. Leaves it in the corner, but not before a foul called on Cole Schwartz.
That'll be Schwartz's first, team's 4th against Payson Seymour. Ball to bounce on the far side inside the front court.
Ryan Beckman going to check into the game. Brooks Moore sits down for Routt. 47.6 seconds to play in the first quarter. 15-10. Routt on top, and they'll have the possession here. See if they want to try to hold for a final shot with just 42 seconds left in the first. Ronan with the spin move has left it off now left side to Winters. Winters out of a double team finds Ronan, left alone for 3. He'll fire it up, won't go. He's 1 for 3 from downtown. Rebound down to Voss. Shovels it ahead into the front court, Ward. Ward kicks it out left side, Brown. Nice catch. To Miller in the corner, steps back for a tray, won't fall. And on the rebound, Chumley has it, and Ward is over the back.
That'll be Christian Ward's first foul, team 5th against Payson Seymour, and they just look really out of sorts right now, Charlie.
They do, but they're only down by 5. True. 20 seconds to play in the first quarter. Corey Ronan to bring it up for Routt. He hit that first 3 and hasn't been able to see either of the other 2 go down, but I think Routt would like for him to keep shooting those open shots. 7 seconds to play in the first. Chumley Left side, May. May's got it with 3. 2 to Chumley, top of the key, fakes the 3, draws contact, no call. And after the end of the first quarter, it's Routt 15, Payson Seymour 10. Back with second quarter play-by-play in 1 minute.
The ups and downs of a roller coaster are fun for some people, but may be too nerve-wracking for others. The same is true for the ups and downs of the stock market. If your palms sweat when the market fluctuates, maybe it's time to reevaluate your investment choices. The ride to your financial future shouldn't keep you awake at night. Call Chris Little at Eagle One Investments at 285-1800 to get off the roller coaster and on to solid ground.
Securities offered through Securities America Incorporated, member FINRA SIPC. Christopher Little, registered representative. Advisory services offered through Securities America Advisors. Eagle One Investments and Securities America are unaffiliated.
When it comes to achieving big yields, success is in the genetics. And at LG Seeds, it's not just the genetics of our seed corn. It's the genetics of who we are. From our dealers out in the field to our scientists back in the lab. At LG Seeds, we are focused on the total success of our customers.
Find out how it works for your farm. Call Dean Otwell at 248-0599 or Eric Lakin at 473-6068. RC, your soil total success.
Routt will have the basketball in a 15-10 lead to start the second quarter.
Payson Seymour is shooting 5 of 14 from the floor, 36%, 0 of 5 from 3. Routt 6 of 15, 40%, 2 of 6 from 3.
Payson may have to work more inside the arc today than they have so far this season. It's the 3 ball just not falling. Routt's Marshall is playing with 2 fouls. Down to Beckman. Shot blocked by Voss. Rebound fought for and pulled in by Lucas Luce.
His third.
Luce, Voss, Brown, Miller, and Lance Luce, the 5 men out there.
That'll be Beckman's first foul, team's third against Routt.
Brian Beckman just does not understand that the game's gotten bigger and he's got to make more fakes. He's just not that tall.
Voss, just didn't ever leave his feet. Blocked him the entire time. Into the front court, Miller. Out top, Lucas. Luce gets it to Lance Luce. Now back to Lucas. Lance Luce playing with 2 fouls, as is Marshall on the other side. To Brown. Brown drives in, leaves it right side. Lance Luce. 7:22 to play, second quarter. 15-10, the advantage for Jacksonville Routt. Free throw line, Voss. Down low, Lucas Luce. Wide open for a layup, and he'll put it in. He's got 4, makes it 15-12 with 7:08 to play in the second quarter.
4-0 run right now for Payson.
Into the front court comes Hunter Chumley. Hands it off top to Marshall. Marshall crosses over, drives in, shoves off, and gets called for the offensive foul. His third.
Marshall's third, team fourth. Second turnover against Routt. Ball out of bounds, length of the court to go for Payson Seymour. One way or another, it was going to be a third foul for somebody, but...
actually, it was...
No, excuse me, it would have been the first time.
It was 15-6, so it's actually a 6-0 run.
Yeah.
6:50 to play in the second quarter. Voss finds Lucas Luce, the sophomore. Has the ball. Threw a pass that was a little off, and Voss had to tip it alive, kept it to Luce. Gets it out front to Miller. Miller right side, Brown. Brown fakes now a single bounce out to Voss, left wing in the corner. Lance Luce fakes the 3, drives inside. Runner up on the right-hand. Runner is good and makes it 15-14. The Payson train is a-rolling now, and they are really getting some steam built up and trying to take this lead back from Routt. Routt needs a basket here. Chumley leaves it to Winters, left wing. Winters fakes a couple of times, now puts it on the deck. Right side over to Chumley. Fakes the 3, drives by the man. Inside shot blocked by Voss. Rebound Lucas Luce. Into the front court. Miller on the run out. He'll leave it down low to Voss. A power dribble and a layup is good. And it's a lead here for Payson Seymour, 16-15, a 10-0 run. And with 5:58 to play in the second quarter, Will Whalen of Routt wants a timeout. We'll pause as well for this 1-minute break.
If you've had an accident with your vehicle, you know it's not cool. But getting your vehicle repaired can be way cool when you take it to Way Cool Auto Body at 826 North Jackson in Pittsfield. The Way Cool guys will get your vehicle repaired and back on the road. You'll drive away saying, that was way cool. Way Cool Auto Body. Call them for all of your auto body repair needs at 285-1231. That's 285-1231, or stop by 826 North Jackson in Pittsfield.
Hutches and tables and chairs, oh my! Do you love upcycled and repurposed furniture? Then you've got to take a look at Just Gorgeous Junk, created by me, Jessica Guthrie. Just Gorgeous Junk can be found at 2 Pike County, Illinois locations, Country Fixins in Pittsfield and at Era of Elegance in Barrie. Heading west, Fresh Picks in downtown Quincy and the New London Old School Marketplace in New London, Missouri also feature Just Gorgeous Junk. To get the first peek of new items, follow Just Gorgeous Junk on Facebook, and that's Junk with a Q-U-E.
First lead change of the ball game comes at the 5:58 mark of the second quarter, and Payson, who was down 15-6, now leads 16-50.
10-0 run. And the Indians have that first advantage of the day. And when they get rolling, they are tough to stop. And Brian Rapping might have caught the attention of his starters when he sat him on the bench. Corey Ronan with the ball for Routt. Leaves it out to Winters. Right side Chumley going to shoot a three from there. It's off the mark. Beckman gets the board, though, on the offensive side. Goes in. Leaves it off to Winters left wing. He'll pull it out on a pass that's tipped, and Ronan gets it here. Ronan will set it up. And he's fouled on the floor.
That'll be Lucas Luce's first foul, team 6. Ronan going to have to play a lot with Marshall on the bench with 3 fouls.
Nice job by Beckman that time, getting the offensive rebound and not forcing anything and keeping the ball in the rotation. He found out that there's some good jumpers down there.
Travis Johnson back in the game.
Bounce pass from Chumley comes into Winters. He's left alone for 3, and he missed it. He just has not looked good from downtown in this tournament. And the rebound down to Lucas Luce. His 5th already to Lance Luce. Now Boss, and he's fouled by May.
May's got a hand on him, his first, team 5th, I do believe. 5:21 left in a half on the Waco Collision Center scoreboard show. 16-50 in favor of Payson.
They'll have it out underneath their own hoop, will the Indians, on this 10-0 run, trying to extend it out even more here. Left side, Travis Johnson. Johnson will go between the circles, Lucas Luce. DeVos left side. Payson's went away from the 3 ball and found a lot of shots inside. Lance Luce works off the pick, drives in. Shot was up, no good. Miller with the rebound, kicks it out. Lucas Luce for a 3, and it's good.
Couldn't hit a 3 before, but they did there.
Makes it 19-15, a 13-0 run now by Payson. Now between the circles with it is Winters. Drives in, floater up, no good, but a foul, and he'll shoot 2 shots.
That'll be Lucas Luce's second foul, team 7th. Winters to the free throw line shooting 2. And Winters looking for his first 2 points of the day. 19-15 the score. Payson with the lead, 4:48 to go in the first half. And Winters up with the first, and it falls through.
Service Master Cleaning and Restoration, your experts in fire, water, and mold remediation, specializing in carpet upholstery, tile, grout, and deck cleaning. Restore your peace of mind with Service Master, yellowrestore.com, 877-339-0333.
Lance and Lucas Luce both out as Brown and Miller return. Winters makes them both. Makes it a 19-17 2-point lead for Payson.
Cuts that 13-0 run out here, and only down by 2. Have a pretty good lead. Let it see him go. Oh, that's a nice pass. Boss finds Johnson. This good ball movement and not good rotation that time by Routt in the zone. Makes it 21-17.
Boss with a couple of assists already in this game.
Chumley drives in the other way, drives it and kicks it. That's to Winters. He'll try the dribble drive, spins, fakes, caught on the floor, needs some help. Ball is stolen away. Another turnover by Routt, their 3rd. Into the front court. Here's a run out by Kennedy, up and good. 23-17. 15-2 is the run. 4:04 to play in the first half. Into the front court is Chumley for the Rockets of Routt. He'll drive in. Shot up no good, but he was fouled on the floor. He'll get the 1-and-1 here.
Kennedy will pick it up, John.
Okay, his first, team 8.
Here comes Bertzel into the game. That's Caleb Bertzel.
You know, in the past when Payson's kind of fallen apart like that, Brian's went to other people and they just haven't responded. These guys really responded to that this time, didn't they?
Calling it 1-and-1. Chumley makes the first, so he'll get the second.
4 for Hunter on the day, John.
I have him for 6 now, Jack.
Okay. Illini Express reminding you not to let the flu season get you down. Illini Express, 7 to 7, Monday through Saturday in the southwest corner of the Pittsfield Square.
Missed the second. Rebound down to Voss, his second.
He'll take it into the front court. 5-point lead of the basketball. Make it a 7-point lead because Travis Johnson is wide open into the basket again.
Who made the pass there, Charlie? Kennedy?
That came from out top and Brown, I think.
Okay.
Into the front court, Ronan with the basketball. 3:35 to play in the second quarter. A 7-point lead for Payson Seymour on the Waco Collision scoreboard. Ronan has picked it up and a 5-second call. And we said Ronan will be seeing defense like he's never seen it as the freshman.
soon as he picked the ball up, they all just moved away and started guarding other people. And you just hope that happens.
Into the front court, Kennedy. Voss going to fire a three. It is going to rattle home. When things start going right, they have gone really right for Payson, and they lead by 10, 28-18. 3:15 to play second quarter. Chumley going to try to force it up the other way. Won't fall. Gets his own board. No, he's still fighting for it down there, and he hikes it out of bounds, and no turnover here.
Did he not go out of bounds underneath the basket, came right back? He really wasn't a legal player at that point.
I thought so, too.
So is that just not a rebound?
Just not a rebound.
Payson wants the timeout. We'll pause as well. 3:09 to play second quarter. 28-18. Indians on top of Routt. Back in 30 seconds.
Are you looking for web security or antivirus software? What about parental controls, password manager, or even a file backup? A huge convenience while we're at it would be 24/7 premium tech support for all your home and computer electronics needs. Well, today is your lucky day. Cascom is now offering tech home support for all your electronic data needs. The threat of data breaches and cybersecurity issues are over. Call Cascom today and ask us about our new tech home support at 1-800-252-1799.
28-18 Payson leads after trailing 15-6. That means they have given up 3 and scored 22. Wow.
Pretty good run.
Or pretty bad, depending on who you're a fan
And the
of.
ball movement's been really good for Payson.
Yeah, they're quit just settling for threes. Here's that backdoor pass to Voss, and an illegal screen. Johnson.
It'll be the third turnover against Payson Seymour. Johnson's first foul, 9th foul against the Payson Seymour Indians. Ball to bounce, length of the court to go for Routt.
Voss missed the dunk, if you're wondering.
Yep.
It wouldn't have counted
Johnson
anyway.
was trying to set him up for it, and he might have got a knee out there a little too wide.
Into the front court, Chumley with the basketball. Leaves it right side to May. May wants to run a little weave out front along with Ronan. Ronan will take it now, right wing. Try to go out Brown. A little floater up off the glass is good. Nice play by the freshman. 28-20, he's got 5. 2:35 to play in the second quarter on the Way Cool Collision scoreboard.
Kind of fearless, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. Miller has played some good minutes here for Payson. Skip past Brown right side. Out top Miller. Miller will try to drive in. Leaves it out to Voss. Another 3-ball on the way. This one too hard. That's what they were doing early when things weren't going well. And now Birchall tries to get a board, and his foot was on the inline.
Ooh, I thought him and Kennedy had some major contact that time. Wow.
Yeah, I thought maybe it was going to be a rebound and a foul, but
Yep, me too.
Inbounds to Voss. His shot is no good on the fadeaway, and the rebound down to Birchall. Gets it to Ronan. 2:11 to play second quarter. Routt down by 8, but on the attack here. Ronan dribbles toward the right side. Leaves it off for May in the corner. May, ooh, a lot of double dribbles there. Leaves it off to Ronan near the sideline right side with 2 minutes to play in the second. Ronan will dribble drive. Now kick it out to May. May wants to hand it off to Chumley. Chumley turns and faces the bench to ask for the play call here. Tries the crossover move, and Miller fouls it.
that'll be Robert Miller's first foul, team 10th, and Chumley to the free throw line shooting double bonus. He's 1 for 2 from there. He's got 6.
Rout's got to like that clock stop, down by 8, shooting a couple of free throws in the double bonus. The minute 48 left in the quarter, and here comes Swartz into the game. He'll set Miller down. Miller really did a nice job.
28-20 the score. Payson Seymour with the lead, 1:48 to go in the first half. Hunter Chumley shooting 2. First one up is good. Game 7.
High County Concrete, LSSD Trucking, 3D Leasing for concrete for your next project. 217-285-5548 for trucking, 285-2808. The Dunham Boys. Call them today and shop local, will you? Shop local, shop small tomorrow, but they're part of that local business.
Next one up, no good. Rebound still loose. Finally comes down to Chumley. Give him 5.
He'll fake and now drive in. Throws up a wild shot, no good, but he's fouled and he'll shoot a pair.
Put him back to the free throw line. 1 for 2 there the last time, Judd.
Yes. Foul called on Johnson. I have him for 2. Jack, do you have him for 2?
Yes.
His second.
Johnson said I wasn't even close to it. And the referee now explaining to him that he might want to lose the dramatics or he's going to have a third.
First one up and good by Chumley. Give him 8.
28-22. Damon Emmerich from the Farmers National Bank of Griggsville. Ask Damon for your next auto, home, business, and farm loan. 285-1943 in Pittsfield. Griggsville, Mount Sterling 2. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Chumley makes them both. He's got 9. Makes it a 28-23. 5-point lead for Payson.
Brown with the ball into the front court for the Indians. 1:32 to play, second quarter. A 5-point lead in the basketball. Here's Voss. Turnaround shot from 16. No good. Rebound Schwartz on the offensive glass. Out to Brown. Brown had trouble with the catch. Now he'll put it on the floor. It looks no-look pass right side to Schwartz. Out to Kennedy. In the corner to Voss. Voss one bounce and a pass. That is going to find Brown, and he'll be fouled by Ronan.
Ronan's first, team sixth. It'll be ball to bounce to Payson, I believe, underneath the basket.
You know, after Routt got down, Hunter Chumley kind of took control. Might have forced some things, but he made some things happen on the other side. Trevor Voss has probably tried to do a little too much inside-outside. They've kind of let Routt back into it. They're only trailed by 5.
Voss just trigger it here. 1:14 to play, second quarter. Inbounds to Schwartz. Can't leave him alone, but he travels.
Yep, he jumped before he shot the ball. Turnover number 1, John.
Turnover number 4, Jack.
On Payson.
Yes, sir.
I just felt good about him today and just wasn't giving him any, I guess.
1:11 to play, second quarter. Routt only down by 5, looking to cut it a little closer here. Ronan with it, right side to Chumley. They'll play a little two-man game over on that side. Work off of the screen from Beckman. Spins. Down low, Ronan going to try to back his way into a double team. Out of it to Chumley. Didn't panic down there. Chumley patient with 50 seconds to play in the second. Off the Beckman screen. Lost the dribble. Now picks it back up. Finds an opening. Little floater up. No good. Might have been fouled. No call. Rebound down to Kennedy. Wants to run. Into the front court to Voss. Voss will lay it off the glass and in for 2.
Quick step there. Wow.
30-23. Voss has 9 with 30 seconds to play in the half. The lead is back out to 7. Ronan with it for Routt. Has picked up the dribble. Needs some help. Somebody needs to move to him. And it's close to 5, but it is 5. Turnover number 5 by Routt. And with 21-6 to play in the half, a chance for Payson Seymour to extend this lead out a little more. They lead by 7 right now.
What I say, for a 3 o'clock game, there's a lot of people in this gym.
Good crowd on hand. People are into it. 15 seconds to play. Kennedy bounces to Voss, puts it on the floor. Down to Johnson, who flips the man that time, and he lays it up and in for an easy 2. 32-23, 5 seconds to play in the half. Chumley into the front court. Right side, stutter step, drives in, spin move, runner up, no good, and no call at the end of the half. 32-23, the lead for Payson Seymour over Routt as we take you to the Pike County Lumber Company halftime show, where we're back with halftime stats and more in 2 minutes.
It used to be that the only way to beautify your home's exterior was by painting. But today's homeowners have a choice. With CertainTeed vinyl siding, you can give your home a beautiful appearance and never have to paint again. Smart homeowners choose CertainTeed because they stand behind their products with outstanding warranty coverage. For the best in beauty, quality, and value, there's only one choice: CertainTeed vinyl siding. Call Pike County Lumber at 285-6115 for a free estimate on siding your home with CertainTeed vinyl siding. The smart choice.
As a mom or dad, your life is busy enough. You've got kids to get ready, get them to school, go to work, pick them up from school, take them to dance, basketball, the movies, the list goes on and on. What you don't have time for? Being sick. That's where Illini Express comes in. We offer walk-in medical care with short wait times at times that work into your busy life. Open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. on the south side of the Pittsfield Square. Illini Express will get you in, examined by one of our great providers, and then on your way to good health. Illini Express for those people who just don't have time to be sick.
State Farm, this is Gwen.
Salutations, Gwen. I have car insurance, but I want to protect the rest of the stuff in my apartment. Some of my action figures were ruined recently.
We can add a renter's policy. For the cost of one action figure, we can protect your entire army of action figures against fire, theft, burst pipes.
Great! You have no idea how hard it is untangling wet alien hair.
Add renter's insurance to your auto policy and get to a better state. State Farm.
State Farm agent Rod Prentice at 311 West Washington, 285-6930.
We are Area Disposal.
Since 1928, Area Companies have been your preferred environmental services provider, serving over 38 counties across central Illinois and northeast Missouri. When you see the brown can, you know Area is taking care of your community. We are proud of what we do. We are part of your community. We are clean. We are safe. We are Area Disposal.
We are Area Disposal.
32-23, Payson with the lead over Routt here at halftime. And actually, at one time, Routt led in this game 15-6 by a 9-point lead. They trail by 9 now. And, excuse me. 5 turnovers against Routt, 4 against Payson Seymour. Fouls on Payson, Christian Ward, Robert Miller, along with Tanner Kennedy, Cole Swartz, all have 1, 2 against Johnson, Lucas Luce, and 2 against, just 2 against each one of those. Oh, no, here we go. Lance Luce also. On the other side, 3 fouls on Marshall, a single foul on May, Beckman, and a single foul on Corey Ronan. It's a 32-23 lead for Payson over Routt. We'll take the 2-minute timeout, come back with John after these.
There's no such thing as just a farm. Every square inch of ground is someone's heritage, a legacy worth preserving. At FS High Soy, we understand that. Like you, we value where we came from. We hold dear the lessons we learned along the way and the people who taught them to us. And we recognize that staying true to our heritage is our best hope for a brighter future. Ask your local FS crop specialist about High Soy today. FS High Soy, the legacy brand.
Central State Bank has all the latest technology as well as old-fashioned and neighborly service. Do your banking either way you wish. Our interest in our customers is long-term, compounded annually, and appreciated daily. You're not just a name or number to us, you're a part of our family. We care about you and your family, and if we can help you and yours to fulfill your dreams and goals, we will. We are friends doing business with friends. Keep Central State Bank central to your banking needs. Visit us in Quincy, Clayton, Pleasant Hill, or Kinderhook. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
Fungicides and insecticides applied by ground or air help control yield-robbing diseases and insects that feed on plant tissue. Logan Agri-Service in Griggsville, Illinois and Paris, Missouri has all the crop protection chemicals and application services you need to protect your crops through maturity and help maximize yield potential. And apply Logan Agri-Yield Premium Foliar to soybeans for more bushels at harvest. Logan Agri-Service, serving agriculture since 1962.
Illini Health Services Health Mart Pharmacy is locally owned and puts you first. From our convenient IHS Health Mart Pharmacy drive-through window and free delivery service to personally setting up home oxygen, CPAPs, and other medical equipment and supplies, IHS Health Mart is here for you. Located next to Illini Community Hospital, Bob, our IHS Health Mart pharmacist, takes time to get to know you and explain your medications and answer questions you may have. IHS Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
Welcome back on the Pike County Lumber Company halftime show, where the Payson Seymour Indians lead the Routt Catholic Rockets 32-23. I'm John Hull with some halftime stats. First for the Routt Rockets, they finished first half shooting 7 of 23 from the floor. 30%, only made one shot in the second quarter. 2 of 8 from the three-point arc, 25%. 7 of 10 from the free throw line, 70%. Lennon scoring by 9 points from Hunter Chumley, 7 for Brooks Moore, 2 points for Drew Winters, 5 for Corey Ronan in the game off the bench for the Routt Rockets to total out to their 23. For the Payson Seymour Indians, they finished first half shooting 15 of 28 from the floor, 53.5%, 2 of 8 from 3, 25%, and have yet to shoot a free throw on the afternoon. Ledden scoring by 10 points from Travis Johnson, 9 from Trevor Voss, 7 for Lucas Luce, 2 points for Lance Luce, and 2 points for Robert Miller in the game. And that totals out to their 32 for the Payson Seymour Indians.
And at halftime, it's a 32-23 lead for Payson over Routt. Second half play-by-play coming your way in a couple of minutes.
Excuses. You've got a bunch of them. But really, the hardest part of going to school is, well, starting. Register for classes now at John Wood Community College. Seriously, what are you waiting for? Call John Wood Community College. Your college for your life. So, have you called John Wood yet? One commercial break is all the time you need to apply online or make the appointment. Seriously, what are you waiting for? Take the first step already. John Wood Community College. Your college for your life.
Do your pets need to let Santa know what they want for Christmas this year? Well, they'll have their chance to tell him during the Pet Photos with Santa event Saturday, December 9th. Pets are invited to visit with Santa from noon to 2 p.m., have their portrait taken with the jolly old elf, and proceeds will go to the Pike County Animal Shelter. For more information, visit Jessica Guthrie Photography on Facebook or call 949-412-6184. That's area code 949-412-6184. Ho, ho, hope to see you there.
Illini Health Services Health Mart Pharmacy is locally owned and puts you first. From our convenient IHS Health Mart Pharmacy drive-through window and free delivery service to personally setting up home oxygen, CPAPs, and other medical equipment and supplies, IHS Health Mart is here for you. Located next to Illini Community Hospital, Bob, our IHS Health Mart pharmacist, takes time to get to know you and explain your medications and answer questions you may have. IHS Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
We are Area Disposal.
Since 1928, area companies have been your preferred environmental services provider, serving over 38 counties across central Illinois and northeast Missouri. When you see the brown can, you know Area is taking care of your community. We are proud of what we do. We are part of your community. We are clean. We are safe. We are Area Disposal.
We are Area Disposal.
32-23 here at halftime. It's the Payson Seymour Indians leading by 9 after they trailed 15-6 in the ball game. And it's so interesting how quickly Payson turned everything around, and they really shot a few extra three-point shots. I wasn't real sure you'd want them to shoot, but hey, they were able to take the lead. They just got the game moving a little faster, I think, didn't they, Charlie?
Well, they took better shot selection when they had the ball in the offense, and they were just chucking up threes with no rhyme or reason behind it in the first half of that first quarter. And since that point, they've worked it around, and they've gotten some good looks from outside, but some really good looks inside. And, you know, Routt's playing a zone, and if you're going to just throw it up from the outside, they're going to hang in that zone. But once they started moving the ball a little bit, they found out you can get pretty good windows against this Routt defense. If you can move the ball around, especially if you're willing to reverse it and get it to the high post, look a little high-low there. Payson did a nice job with that, and then they turned Routt over some. Payson's very good in transition, obviously, and then Routt's offensive flow went kind of nowhere in that second quarter. There's a lot of 1-on-4 or 5 going on. It was weird.
One of the other things you see with Payson, they came out and they're not just shooting shots, they're shooting layups right now because their coach wants to get them back from that discipline. Second half brought to you by Leading Genetics. That's LGC. Find out how it can work for you. Dean Otwell at 248-0599. Eric Lakin, 473-6068. And Wayne Brown, their sales manager. LGC's our senior soil total success. And the Pike County Collectibles, buying and selling gold, silver, jewelry, antiques. Top dollar and cash paid by calling the Ansett family at 285-5058. Pike County Collectibles, 125 North Madison on the Pittsfield Square. We'll get it started with the second half. Charlie with the play-by-play. And like I said, a nice crowd on hand for a 3 o'clock game.
Kennedy, Lucas, and Lance Luce, along with Johnson and Voss, the 5 men for Payson Seymour. Routt has Marshall, Ronan, Chumley, Winters, and Moore. Lance Luce with the left wing in the front court here for Payson Seymour, looking to get it out front to Lucas Luce. Lucas, a couple of bounces of the ball, back to Lance Luce, left side. Fakes left, goes right, bounce pass in low to Lucas Luce. Shot no good, a rebound on the floor. Lance Luce kind of turns around, throws it up awkwardly, and gets it to go. Makes it 34-23, an 11-point lead here for Payson Seymour.
Biggest of the night right now.
7:32 to play here on this Friday afternoon in the third quarter. Chumley has the basketball for Routt. Spins inside. He pulls up for a shot in the lane. No good. Moore kept it alive, but the rebound pulled in by Voss for Payson Seymour. Voss into the front court. Kennedy right wing. Let's take a couple of skips of it. Now left side of Lucas Luce. 3 ball good. He's deadly when he's left alone.
He's got 10.
What a start to the second half for Payson Seymour. They're on top 37-23 on the Wake Cool Collision scoreboard. 7 minutes to play in the third. Ronan with it for Routt. He's being closely guarded, close to 5, and it is 5.
Turnover against Routt. 3 of those now have been closely guarded on Ronan.
Third time that he's had that happen to him. This time the official on the other side was doing the counting instead of the guy right next to him, but his coach is trying to get the freshman to recognize.
Lucas Luce, right side Kennedy, left alone. He wants to give it right back to Luce to enter the ball into the offensive flow. Left wing now Lance Luce, and try to get it to Voss. He's being held on to by Winters.
That'll be Winters' first foul, team first against Routt, and ball out of bounds underneath the basket to Payson.
Now Moreau Forsyth leads Gibson City Melvin Sibley 32-30 with 5:55 left in that 2A contest. That's quite a game.
2A state championship.
Yeah.
The 1A game was a 1-pointer. Here's a little give and go. Boss to Luce. Counted, and he's fouled as he got it to roll through. Rattled it home. And Lucas Luce with an and one opportunity here.
Moore picked up the foul.
Makes it 39-23. 16-point lead is the biggest of the afternoon now. Moore's first, team second. Lucas Luce's shot is up, bounces high, no good, and then on the rebound, Tanner Kennedy's going to get himself caught with a foul. His second, team first in the second half. Just didn't have position, and he leapt to try to get it anyway.
10 points for Routt since they led 15 to 6. Should say 8 points. And 33 for Payson.
Yeah.
Wow.
Out front, Chumley. Look for the backdoor pass. Wasn't open. Now needs some help. Winters comes and gets the ball. Drives in. Bounces off of a man. He drives in and is going to get called for an offensive foul.
It's going to be an illegal screen, I believe. No, it's going to be against Drew Winters. His second, team third. Also, 7th turnover against Routt.
I thought it was against Payson first, and then I thought there was some extracurricular after that, but I don't know.
Instead, he dipped the shoulder, but his back was to the man guarding him.
I thought he got fouled the first time.
Down low, Johnson's in a little window there. They get it to him, and he scores. He's got a dozen. 41-23. Payson's lead just keeps on growing.
18 now.
5:53 to play in the third. Marshall going to try to force it inside. Spins. Shot no good, but he's fouled and he'll shoot a fair.
Johnson's going to pick up the foul, John.
That'll be Travis Johnson's third, team second. And Dylan Marshall looking for his first points of the afternoon. 41-23 the score. 5:50 to go in the third quarter of play. Payson with the lead. First one up by Marshall, no good.
Country Expressions invite you to stop in for great gift ideas for your family and friends. Brooke offers one-of-a-kind specials for you for that special someone. Across from Hardee's, 217-242-4107.
Marshall makes the second. 1 for 2 from there. Makes it a 41-24 game now.
The one-on-one that Rout's trying to run on offense now is not going to cut into a 17-point lead.
Lance Luce. Dribble drive inside. Spins away from the man. Shot no good, but he's fouled, and he'll shoot a fair.
It is Moore. That's his second. Team fourth. 2 free throws now for Lance Luce.
Got 4 on the day, I believe, doesn't he, Jeff?
He does. 41-24 the score. 5:38 to go in the third quarter. And his first is up, and it falls through. Give him 5.
Comfort Man at Scranton Heating and Cooling in Mount Sterling, installing trained Mitsubishi equipment, servicing all geothermal, furnace, air conditioners, heat pumps, ductless, mini split systems. www.comfortman.com, 773-2626.
Luce makes them both. He's 2 for 2 from there.
43-24, 5.5 minutes to play in the third. Payson the lead, and now they're going to get a steal. Lance Luce with the steal. Pushes into the front court to Voss. Voss going to try to drive in. Leaves in Lucas Luce. Left wing 3. Ooh, air ball. Rebound down to Winters.
He didn't do that much.
Not when he's wide open like that, especially.
The wind must have caught it that time. Chumley with it out top. Crosses over to his left. Drives in. Forces one up. Won't get it to go, but he'll shoot a pair.
That'll be Lucas Luce's third foul, team third. And Chumley to the free throw line, shooting 2 more. He's 4 for 6 from there. He's got 9. 43-24 the score, 5:08 to go in the third quarter. And Hunter Chumley shooting 2. First one up for him is a little short off the front of the rim.
Your friends at C&B Bank and Trust would like to invite you to stop in as you begin planning for the future. Call loan officers Jim Sanderson, Shelley Martin at Pittsfield. Looking forward to working with you, member FDIC, equal opportunity lender.
Chumley second, also no good. Rebound comes down to Johnson, his third.
Lucas Luce had snuck back behind everyone, and he gets an easy layup.
He's got 14. 40 get the pass for him, Charlie.
45-24. It came that time from Voss.
They knew what they were looking for, and they found it.
Voss with 4 assists now.
4:50 to play in the third. Marshall going to try to back down his man to Chumley right wing. He'll put it on the floor a couple of times, hands it off to Winters. Winters crosses over, spins in, ball knocked away from behind. Stolen away by Lance Luce.
9th turnover.
Push it into the front court to Kennedy. Runs over a man, down to Johnson, who puts it up and in. From Kennedy, Johnson with another 2. 47-24.
Johnson with 14.
4:26 to play in the third. Marshall has the basketball, right wing to Chumley. Bounce pass into Winters. He'll try the spin move, lost it out of bounds. Another turnover on Routt.
10, and the last 3 trips down the court were outside turnovers, and
they're not running an offense right now. They're just playing one-on-one.
All of them have been on Drew Winters, just trying to do too much.
Lucas Luce to Kennedy, right side. Lance Luce going to fire a 3, and when it's going good, it's very good, and it's a 50-24 lead right now for Payson. 4 minutes to play in the third. What's the run been this quarter? Here's Marshall going to fake a shot up, no good.
It's a 18-1 run, yeah. Marshall to the free throw line shooting 2. He's 1 for 2 from there.
Adam Lindsay's going to check in on the dead ball.
Foul called on Tanner Kennedy, his 3rd, team 4th.
Payson's got a lot of guys with 3 fouls, don't
50-24 the score, 3:54 to go in the 3rd quarter. Marshall's first is up, and it rolls on through.
2 points for him now. CarQuest of Berry offering overnight delivery on most parts, turning drums and rotors, custom hydraulic hoses. CarQuest of Berry, serving a world in motion. 335-2365. Way-Cool Collision Center scoreboard, 50-25.
Next one up, no good. Rebound comes down to Marshall.
He'll put it back up, won't go. Rebound tipped around, and Johnson has another board.
His 4th.
Into the front court, Lance Luce doesn't have numbers. Going to try to pull it out. Left side to Tristan Brown for a 3. It's no good, and on the rebound, somebody is called for a push underneath.
Johnson, I think. Well, let's see.
If it's Johnson, it'll be his 4th, and it is. Travis Johnson's 4th foul, team's 5th. The board only has him for 3, Jack. I
have him for 4.
I have him for 4. I mean, he had 3 defensive and then that illegal
will go for
screen.
3, but here we go.
Right wing with it is the new man into the game, Lindsay. They work it out to Marshall. Off the screen from Beckman. Looks to get it to him on the block. Going to go inside and is fouled by Johnson.
Well, that's Johnson's 4th now anyway, so.
Yep, and into the game comes Swartz. Kennedy's been setting for quite a while. Payson can go pretty darn deep, even when people are in foul trouble. And Johnson's having a good time. He's got a big smile on his face.
Bounce pass comes in left side to Lindsay. Works it out between the circles, May. 3:17 to play in the third. 50-25 at advantage for Payson. Beckman leaves it out to Lindsay. Left side, 3-ball on the way, no good. Schwartz with the board for Payson, his 3rd. Out to Luce, into the front court, threw it away. Moore with the steal. He'll turn and take the dribble into the front court. Coast to coast. Look out. Shot blocked by Voss. Rebound down to Lance Luce. He's off to the races, out of control and travel.
6 turnover on Payson Seymour.
How many on Routt?
10, and 2nd turnover in a row on Payson Seymour.
Yep. Kennedy comes in, and they'll sit Lance Luce, the senior, down.
He just pushed a little too hard, didn't have to. You're up 25. You probably didn't need to push quite that fast.
Yep, Miller into the game, and Lucas Luce not there, so neither one of the Luce boys in the ballgame right now.
Lucas was down with 3 fouls.
Yep.
2:44 to play in the third, 50-25, and now a turnover on Routt. They trail by 25 and turn it over for the 12th time.
Yeah, unforced turnover there. Really just threw the ball on the outside of the man, and he was zigging when they zagged, and didn't work out for him at all.
Brown will bring it into the front court here for Payson. Dishes left side to Miller. Miller top of the key, Schwartz. Schwartz will bounce it off to Kennedy. Kennedy looking for an opening. He'll put it on the floor against Lindsay. All over him there. Ball knocked loose. Kennedy on the floor. He'll work it off to Miller. Down low to Schwartz. His layup is good. A little rags to riches that time. And it's
Schwartz with 2 now.
52-25.
They said the 27 biggest lead.
Into the front court, Marshall. Missed the runner. Rebound down to Voss. 2:07 to play in the third. Voss into the front court, Brown. Left wing deep in the corner, that's Miller. Brown swings it to Kennedy, right side. Schwartz for a 3, too hard. Rebound to Marshall for a round. He'll turn and take the dribble into the front court. Down to Moore. Left alone. Shot no good, but fouled by Kennedy.
Kennedy picked up his 4th, didn't he, Jeff?
That's what I have. Kennedy's 4th, team 7th. Kennedy's headed to the bench because he knows he's coming out. More to the free throw line where he's 1 for 2. He's got 7.
Minute 8 left in the ball game in 2A. Gibson City, Melvin Sibley, 36-32 over Maroa.
First one up, and no good by Moore.
Illini Express reminding you when your little ones wake up feeling ill, they're there for you. Illini Express open 7 to 7 Monday through Saturday on the southwest corner of the Pittsfield Square. They were packed this morning with people not feeling good, and they were there for him.
Kennedy's got some blood on his uniform, and they'll have to change that uniform. And now the referee talks to the trainer, Adam Lee, and Brian Ray says, look, we got some blood on the floor, too.
Must have been a lot of people who overate yesterday, Jack.
I'll tell you, I want to also tell you that if you're thinking of buying or selling a piece of land, contact Aaron Milliken, your local Whitetail Properties real estate land specialist, to help you. WhitetailProperties.com, 217-440-0353 to learn how Aaron Milliken can make your dreams a reality. I think it's got a lot more to do with the flu, John. And
it was a very weird spot for Canada to be bleeding. It was almost towards just left center of his back.
Yeah, it was about his shoulder blade. I don't think it could have possibly been his blood. He is now number 12. Just to help you out there, Jack.
He changed the uniform, and he's looking around going, I don't think that's mine. We'll see. Unless he's got, stitches in his back or something we just don't know about. I'm not sure how else you would get.
Who is it that was bleeding, you think?
We don't know. Kennedy had the blood on him.
Yeah, Kennedy had the blood on him, but I don't know how he could possibly be bleeding there unless he has. So that's about the only thing I can think of is he had a cut there already.
The local McDonald's on Washington Street in Pittsfield has breakfast all day, the McRib, specialty drinks, a lot of new specialty drinks, and a full menu. You're loving it at your hometown McDonald's.
Adam Lee looks at him and says, that's not your blood. So somebody else is bleeding
Kennedy's
somewhere.
got 12 on now, though, right, guys?
He does. He's got 12 on.
38-32, Gibson City, Melvin Sibley, with a minute 8 left in the ball game. Maroa needs a miraculous comeback. I guess they could tie and go to overtime.
Moore shooting 1. He's 1 for 3 from the free throw line. He's got 7. 52-25 to score. A minute 50 seconds to go in the third quarter.
That's the biggest lead, isn't it?
27 is, yes. Next one up by Moore, no good. Rebound comes down to Miller, his second.
I like what Miller's done for this team in the tournament so far. He's been kind of a settling force.
Schwartz, right side, Brown, little give and go, back to Schwartz, left it off to Miller. Over on the left wing to Aiden Zanger, who's checked into the game for the first time. To Miller, he is a jinx team, almost tackled by May, and now the ball's tied up, and May on the floor after it. And it'll be a turnover on Payson.
Jump ball, turnover on Payson there, 7th. Ball out of bounds, length of the court to go for Routt.
Christian Ward in there is the peacemaker, helps everybody up, pats them all on the back, and say, hey, guys, it's a 27-point game. Let's not get hurt.
1:25 left of this third quarter. 52-25, the lead for Payson Seymour. Here's a dribble drive inside by Marshall. Spins left, shot no good. Rebound loose on the court. Tied up again, and it will be Routt ball on the possession arrow change here.
Christian still helping people up.
No, it'll be Payson ball now.
It'll be Payson ball on the alternating possession arrow here.
Missed
it was
shot,
just Routt the
right?
last time.
No turnover.
Missed shot, no turnover, yeah.
Kind of ugly.
Yeah.
Quite honestly, got down there and everybody's scrapping for it.
1:12 to play in this third quarter.
What happened to the game? It just looked like it was going to be tremendous, and all of a sudden just went the other direction.
Payson.
Yeah, you're right.
Tristan Brown out front, left side over to Short.
Well,
A couple of bounces.
They woke up. It looked like it maybe going to be a poor game going the other direction, as they were down as many as 9 in that first quarter.
Question always is, who's going to be the good team? Well, we said Payson.
Schwartz's 3 is no good. The rebound saved in bounds and goes into the hands of Brooks Moore. He'll leave it off to Marshall, who's got a man trailing behind, and that was Ward, who's called for the foul.
His second teammate shooting 1 and 1 will be Marshall. Marshall is 2 of 4 from the free throw line. He's got 2 on the day. 52-25 the score, 38.5 seconds to go in the third quarter of play. And Dylan Marshall shooting 1 and 1. Marshall's first is up. It's no good. Rebound comes down to Ryan Beckman.
Put back won't fall, but he's fouled and will shoot a pair.
Beckman getting the beat him around the corner deal.
That's foul Tristan Brown's first, team 9th. And Beckman looking for his first 2 points of the afternoon. 52-25, 36.9 seconds left. Next one up and no good from Beckman.
What's Routt from the free throw line?
I have them 9 for 20. Makes them 9 for 21.
But May's there for the putback, and he gets it to go.
And he's got 2.
They've learned some play on how to get to there, I guess.
26.6 seconds to play in the third, and a reach-in foul on Routt's Beckman.
Beckman second, team fifth.
Out of bounds to Ward for Payson Seymour. He'll throw it all the way in the backcourt to Brown, who will bring it up. Leading 52-27 is Payson Seymour. 20 seconds to play in the third. Brown dribbles toward the right wing, leaves it off to Ward. Little weave out front now to get Schwartz involved.
Not a starter out there for Payson. It hadn't been for quite a while.
Right side to Miller. Left wing over to Schwartz. Fakes the three. Drives in now. We'll leave it to Ward with 5. Back to Schwartz in the corner for a 3. No good. Rebound loose as the buzzer sounds. And after 3 quarters, it's Payson Seymour 52. Routt 27. Back with fourth quarter play-by-play in 1 minute.
By now, I'm sure that you've heard that the warehouse where the toys were stored for the Children's Hospital Christmas party in St. Louis was completely destroyed by fire. Those children and their families go through so much, they can't be disappointed. The local Pike County Shrine Club is now collecting toys to replace those that were destroyed, along with cash contributions. And WBBA in West Pittsfield, right next to the American Legion Post, is designated as the place to bring those toys for distribution at Children's Hospital. They'll be picked up on December the 1st.
Do your pets need to let Santa know what they want for Christmas this year? Well, they'll have their chance to tell him during the Pet Photos with Santa event Saturday, December 9th. Pets are invited to visit with Santa from noon to 2 p.m., have their portrait taken with the jolly old elf, and proceeds will go to the Pike County Animal Shelter. For more information, visit Jessica Guthrie Photography on Facebook or call 949-412-6184. That's area code 949-412-6184. Ho, ho, hope to see you there.
Payson in control, 52-27 as we start the fourth.
Payson Seymour shooting 23 of 42, 55%, 4 of 15 from 3. Routt 8 of 30, 27%, 2 of 9 from 3. Payson Seymour on a 20-4 run in that third quarter.
Chumley with the ball right wing for the Routt Rockets. He'll work it out between the circles to Marshall. Marshall dribbles toward the top of the key, now leaves it off to Chumley. Chumley looks for the screen. Bounce pass left side, Marshall. Going to fire a 3-ball up, and it's good. Dylan Marshall with the 3.
He's got 5.
52-30 with 7:30 to play. Lucas loose, Lance loose, Travis Johnson, Kennedy, and Boss, the 5 men out there for Payson, their original starters. Boss to Kennedy, left side. Out top to Lance loose.
2 guys out there with 4 fouls for Payson Seymour.
Loose will give it to Johnson. Johnson a single bounce of the ball. Brings it out on the pass. That's to Kennedy, left wing loose, down low Kennedy, and he's fouled here by Chumley, and then Chumley gets
Chumley's first,
technical.
Team 6, Chumley's second, Team 7, and so Kennedy will shoot. Was he going to be shooting 2 to begin with, Charlie? I know he's shooting the technical free throws, but was he going to be shooting 2 before?
Didn't have the 1-and-1 the first time.
Well, no, I know, but I didn't know if he was shooting there. He was kind of on the way there.
It's going to be ball out of bounds, is it not?
Dad, he has to.
He's shooting the technical free throws and then the ball out of bounds because it would have been ball out of bounds anyway.
That's what I was thinking, but I wasn't positive.
Yeah, technical's the 7th, and this is just what they're going to shoot. You don't have a bonus yet.
Nope.
Just asking who's shooting in it. Shooting the technical.
Kennedy's like, I thought I was going to be the shooter as he walks back.
Well, he said he would have, but he didn't recognize it because he had number 12 on, right?
Ejected to the half-court line.
Yeah. So Lucas Luce to the free throw line shooting 2 shots. First one up for him is good. He's got 15, 1 for 2 from the free throw line.
He'll get my vote for all tournament, this young sophomore. He's played a good tournament so far.
And he's really, when he's not been on the floor, his team does not play nearly as smoothly on the offensive end, especially.
I agree. He's really been the catalyst.
Next one up, no good. He's upset about it.
Didn't mean to brag on him.
Kennedy looks and says, I'd have made them both.
53-30, thank you. The scoreboard was a little slow getting up there.
23-point lead for Payson Seymour right now. It's been as many as 27.
John Shepard's trying to bring Ronan in. I thought he was trying to bring Will Whalen in.
Well, Will Whalen was at the bench, so.
Yeah.
Into the front court with it is Luce. Lucas to Lance. Back to Kennedy, left side. Lob down to Voss. Shot up no good, and a foul called here on Winters. He said, I'm not giving up a dunk.
Yep, and he didn't. Winters' third teammate, 2 shots for Voss. He's got 9, these first 2 free throws of the night. 53-30 the score, 6:54 to go in the ball game.
Somebody ought to write a book on the things fans say in the stands at a basketball game. It'd be kind of an interesting book.
Why are they running that play up 23?
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, Voss makes the first, and he's got 10.
All it takes there is you come down wrong or your legs get taken up underneath of it, and it just doesn't make sense.
I agree. Next one up, and good. He's got 11.
55-30.
Yeah, I don't understand that either, especially with his knee injury history.
With the basketball is Marshall. He'll leave it off to Ronan. Ronan off the screen from Beckman. In the corner it goes to Marshall for a 3, no good. Rebound pulled in by Lucas Luce.
His 6th.
Lance Luce into the front court with 6:27 to play. Left wing Voss with the basketball. He'll drive in, beats him down low, missed the shot, gets his own board. He's fouled on the floor. He'll shoot the 1 and bonus.
Lucas
Winters.
Winters 4th, team 9th. And Voss to the free throw line shooting 1 and 1. He's 2 for 2 from there. He's got 11. 55-30 the score, 25-point lead for Payson. First one up, no good. He will not get the bonus. Beckman with his 3rd board.
Into the front court, Marshall to Winters. Left alone for 3, no good. Rebound down to Johnson. He'll turn and take it into the front court to Kennedy. 6:09 to play. Kennedy out top, Lucas Luce to Voss, left wing. To Lucas Luce, and he's bumped and fouled by Marshall.
Marshall's 4th, team 10th. And
2 shots.
2 shots.
Gibson City, Melvin Sibley. It's a kind of a pretty neat story for them. They are the state champions in 2A, 38-32 over Moreau Forsyth.
Moreau, the runner-up for the 2nd straight year.
55-30 the score here. Payson Seymour with a 25-point lead. 6:04 to go in the game. And these last 2 minutes of this quarter have taken forever, Charlie. First one up and good as Lucas Luce has 16. If he could make this second one, he would tie the biggest lead of the afternoon for Payson Seymour at 27. His shot is up. It's good. He's got 17, and the lead is 27 once again.
6:04 to play. Rout's got nobody to come help bring the ball up. They get it into Winters, who gets it to Marshall, and he'll bring it across.
Marshall is going to just check it into one of the Payson guys, Charlie.
Left side, Moore in a dribble drive inside, spins down low, puts up a shot off balance, no good. A rebound down to Moore. He will fake, put it up, and in.
Moore's got 9.
57-32 with 5:44 remaining. Into the front court. Beckman going to steal it away from Luce. If he can secure it, he can't. Ball's still loose. Run down by Payson, no turnovers. Johnson into the front court to Voss. Voss back to Johnson. Johnson runs into his own man. Right side to Lucas Luce for a 3, and it's good. 60-32 with 5:25 remaining. They're 2 points away from a running clock. Into the front court, Dylan Marshall.
Oh, my.
Left wing to Moore. Payson looks like the best team in this tournament by far. Ball knocked out of bounds by Lucas Luce. Coming into the game for Payson will be Garrett Brink, along with Tanner Turfman.
Charlie, you know what I'm most impressed with this Payson team with? Is that a lot of Payson teams in the past, they would get a big lead and they couldn't slow down because they had to play at that speed all the time, and they would end up losing a lead after a while. This team has proven they can play whatever they need to.
Here's a nice pass down from Winters to Beckman, who leaves it off the glass and in for 2 and makes it 60-34. 4:58 remaining in the contest. Luce, left side to Lucas Luce from Lance. Into the corner, leaves it off to Brink. Down low, they'll get it into Voss. Reverse layup is good. 62-34. Good ball movement by the Indians.
Voss with 13.
4:40 remaining. 62-34, largest lead of the game for Payson. They tie it here. Beckman inside. He'll put up a turnaround shot. Won't go. Rebound to Lance Luce. He'll bring it toward the front court for Payson Seymour. Drives inside. Right side. Here's a shot put up by Brink. Won't fall. Rebound secured by Winters. His 4th board. Into the front court comes Drew Winters. Crosses over, drives in, jump stop, shot up, no good, but he's fouled, and he'll shoot a pair.
Lance Luce.
That foul is Lance Luce's third foul, team 10th. 2 shots for Drew Winters. He's 2 for 2 from there. He's got 2 points on the day, 62-34 the score. 4:15 to go in the ball game.
He was all tournament last year, but the tournament hadn't bounced his way this year, has it?
First one up, and it's good. Give him 3.
Just didn't go his way.
Yeah.
Into the game comes Lane Gilmore.
Yeah, he was able to find some shots the first couple games, but today just really nothing falling for him. Next one up, it's good. Other than his free throws, he's 4 for 4 from there still.
There you go.
4:14 remaining, 62-36 the lead for Payson Seymour on the Way Cool Collision scoreboard. Out front with it is Brink. He'll pass it, and it's stolen away by Lindsay for Routt. Drives into the front court, knocked away from behind, but fouled, and they'll shoot 2 shots.
Brink or Kerfman?
Foul against
Kerfman again.
His first. I only saw him do 2.
That was a quick one there. Yep.
Yeah. First one up for Lindsay is good. He's got a point now.
Best Systems Glass for all your automotive, residential, shower doors, business needs, plus auto cleanup, oil changes, stereo installation. Best Systems, your best choice. 285-5412. Also, Halpin Auto Supply for all your auto parts. Call 285-2611. Your Napa Auto Parts dealer, Halpin Auto Supply. Tim and Mike, your parts guys, just north of the square. 62-37. I know they called a timeout, but we don't need to take it right now. I'll tell you what, there's some pretty good crowd of people waiting to come into a gym that I know will see some of the Routt folks and Payson folks leave. But Liberty and Camp Point ought to be a good matchup, too, coming up in the next one. And then Pittsfield and Illini West. Charlie, so far in this tournament, I don't know that it necessarily went the way I thought it was going to go to this point. I expected really Routt and Payson probably to be the top 2 teams in the tournament. Illini West had a lot of people not coming back, and Pittsfield's still a question mark.
Payson looks pretty good right now.
Yep. I mean, if anybody asked you who was going to be good this year, you said Payson many times, I think, didn't you?
They returned a lot from a team that was just 13-16 last year, but had a lot of players who worked really hard in the offseason to improve, and they've got a lot of things going well right now.
Adam Lindsay's second free throw is up. It's good. He's got 2 points, 2 for 2 from there.
2 really dandy football games in the 1A and 2A today at the IHSA at Northern Illinois University. Hope the next one's a good one. Pleasant Plains, the upstart of the whole tournament. I don't know what they can do in this one.
They're a 16 seed in the South bracket out of 16.
That's amazing.
They're playing Elmhurst Immaculate Conception, who will not be in 3A next year.
That'll be a 6A, quite honestly.
Were they the number 1 in the North bracket?
Nope, they were not.
Okay.
They were 5th.
Only because of who they play in the regular season. Voss down low finds Brink, shot blocked, rebound down to Lance Luce.
3A was Farmington on one side and Williamsville on the other, the 1 and 2.
Down low, here's an open shot for Brink. He misses it, goes back up, missed it again, fighting for a board, has it again, puts it up no good. Rebound put up no good by Gilmore.
Yep, Kerfman pushed off in the back. I had a hand on the back.
Kerf says, I don't think my dad would have called that one on.
Gotcha! Tanner Kerfman's second foul. And walk to the other end and shoot free throws. Well, Adam Lindsay shooting 2.
But that tells you why Doug Elledge is calling this game, right?
62-38 the score. 3:09 to go in the ball game.
Rout's going to bring some guys off the bench.
First one up and good. He's got 3, does Adam Lindsay.
62-39. Stay tuned for the Halpin Auto Supply Napa Auto Parts spark plug of the game. Also the Heaton Chevrolet Arctic Cat Refreshment Services Pepsi post-game show.
Next one is up, and it's good. Give him 4 for Adam Lindsay. He's 4 for 4 from the free throw line.
Doing what he's got a chance to do, making free throws.
3:05 to play, 62-40, advantage for Payson Seymour. Lane Gilmore to Kerfman near the sideline. Kerfman will put it on the floor into a double team, works out of it. No, ball tipped away by Lindsay and out of bounds. It'll stay with Payson.
You know, Coach Ray, he's got this second string, some of these second stringers in. He's coaching them because he knows he's going to need them during the season.
Loose to Gilmore. Out between the circles, Kerfman. 2:40 to play, 62-40. Payson Seymour loose. Will pass to the left side to Voss for a three. It's good.
Voss with 16.
65-40. With 2.5 minutes left in the contest on the Way Cool Collision scoreboard.
Voss just proves over and over again he can do whatever he wants to do, Charlie.
He's really recovered well from that ACL.
Yeah, no knee brace right now.
Right side with it is Lindsay. Tried to force it down low. Beckman has to save it in. Does so out front. Winters runs it down for Routt. Spins inside. Turnaround shot off the glass. Won't fall. Rebound down to Beckman. His shot is no good, but he'll shoot a pair.
I think we're going to call Brink, John.
I missed who they called.
Brink.
Garrett Brink's first. And Beckman to the free throw line shooting two. First one up, no good. He's 0 for 3 from there.
Wholesale changes now. We'll see Austin Freeze into the game.
And Taylor in the game also.
Yep. Lost sits down and Lance Luke sits down, or Luke, no, Lance Luke, my mistake.
Next one up, no good by Beckman, and the rebound comes down to Gilmore, his second.
Gilmore brings it into the front court. He's playing the point. Lane Gilmore is a 5'7" junior. Left wing with it is Brink. Get pass to Gilmore.
I think Brink thought he was about a 5'10" junior there. It's a little high.
Down low, Kerfman works it in the corner to Brink. Out front to Gilmore. Pressured by Beckman. Ball into the stands, and there goes Bertzel after it.
Wow.
Seems to be okay. In for Routt will come Ian Hayes, a 5'8" sophomore.
He went hard into the railing there, didn't he?
Routt must not play in too many sophomore tournaments. I don't know why else he'd put A's in at this point. Take one of those tournament eligibility chances away. Out front, Kerfman throws it inside. Ball loose on the court and stolen away. Hayes into the front court. Finds Gabe Rossi, who's also in. Rossi has it right side. Fakes a three. Dishes it back out front to Hayes. Rossi's a 5'9" sophomore. To Ronan, going to drive in. Runner up, no good, but he's fouled with 1:08 to play. And Corey Ronan will shoot 2 shots.
It'll be Freeze's first. No, it will not be. I lied. It'll be Kerfman's third instead. And Corey Ronan to the free throw line shooting 2. He's got 5 points. First one up, no good for him.
Freezeman's played quite a bit.
65-40 the score. Minute 8 to go in this game. And the next one is up and good. Ronan with 6 now.
65-41, 1:07 to play. Gilmore with it into the front court. Works it left side. That's to Kerfman. Swings the elbows with a minute left. Leaves it in the left wing to Brink. Out top, Freeze. Finds Gilmore out top. Under a minute to play. Routt going to move to 3-0. They'll play for the championship tomorrow. Payson, I said they're going to move to 3-0. Rout's going to drop to 1 and 2, and there's going to be a 3-way tie, but Rout's going to end up playing for 3rd and 4th. Here's a shot put up, no good. And on the rebound over the back is Kaler.
Kaler's first, and we'll walk to the other end and shoot 2. Who's the shooter?
So they'll either play Illini West or Pittsfield, depends on who wins, I guess, huh?
The shooter is Bertzel. He'll be shooting 2. He's looking for his first points of the day.
Yeah, Point Central could be 2-1. If Illini West beats Pittsfield, they'd beat 2-1. They could be a tiebreaker. Still needed to be found out there.
Shot up, no good for Bertzel. Into the game comes Adam Lindsay once again.
Jason Bertzel, though, right? Instead of there's a Caleb and a Jason.
Oh, it
is Jason.
Sorry. Next one's up, and it's good. He makes 1 for 2.
65-42 with 40 seconds left, and we just took a straw poll, and everybody decided we can quit fouling now. Kerfman with it. He'll work it out to Brink. Now to Freeze. Freeze will put it on the deck a couple of times with the left hand. Give it off to Gilmore with 25 seconds remaining. Kerfman down to Gilmore on the baseline. Little give and go inside. Shot put up is good by Brink. 67-42, 15 seconds left. Ronan with it into the front court for Routt. Leaves it off to Bertzel. Bowls his way in. Shot no good. Out to Ronan on the rebound. Shot up no good. Rebound fought for. Down to Bertzel. His shot is no good. And the buzzer mercifully sounds, and it's 67-42 the win for Payson Seymour over Routt. We take you to the Heaton Chevrolet Arctic Cat Refreshment Services Pepsi postgame show, where John will have final stats and more your way in a minute.
Introduce the new sales manager at Heaton Chevrolet Arctic Cat, Kathy Osmond. Oh, you know Kathy. She's been around Heaton's for a while, but she knows how to take care of you with the best cars, trucks, and SUVs you'll ever find. Plus, she knows financing, too. And yeah, the gray-headed guy, Peter, he's still around, too, and you'll still get the same great deals at Heaton Chevrolet Arctic Cat. Plus service with Bryce Gleckler. It's all at Heaton Chevrolet Arctic Cat on West Adams Street, 285-2189.
The postgame show brought to you by Refreshment Services Pepsi. Stop by your favorite retailer on the way home from the game, work, or school for an ice-cold Pepsi product. Can athletes refuel with a bottle of Gatorade? Is it in you? You know the score on the scoreboard postgame show on WBBA and on your school scoreboard because Refreshment Services Pepsi has teamed with most area schools to provide them. Refreshment Services Pepsi, offering you great choices at your local retailer and the sponsor of the postgame show.
Welcome back on the Heaton Chevrolet Arctic Cat Refreshment Services Pepsi postgame show, where the Payson Seymour Indians defeat the Routt Catholic Rockets 67-42. Payson moves to 3-0. Routt drops to 1-2, and John's got a look at some final stats.
Leading scorers for each team for the Routt Rockets, they were led in scoring by 9 points from Brooks Moore and Hunter Chumley. Leading scorer for Payson Seymour was 20 from Lucas Luce, 16 from Trevor Voss, 14 from Travis Johnson.
Simon Ameyer, Halpin Auto Supply, Napa Auto Parts spark plug of the game. And how about Travis Johnson's game today? He really played well, had 14 points, several rebounds in the contest, really did a nice job on the defensive side. And Travis Johnson is this game's Halpin Auto Supply, Napa Auto Parts spark plug of the game. Again, the final in the contest sees Payson Seymour win 67-42. Payson will play for the championship tomorrow night at 6 o'clock. Routt will play for third and fourth at 4:30, as they have the lowest amount of defensive points allowed between the three teams who are at 1-2 on that side of the bracket. And this contest has been brought to you by Cards Communications, Compeer Financial, Beard Implement, Pike County Dare Program, Lanham Chiropractic, John Wood Community College, Country Financial, Farmers National Bank of Griggsville, Advanced Physical Therapy, Castile Color Wheel, The Pittsfield Manor, Eagle One Investments, Chris Little, LGC, Derek Lakin, Way Cool Collision, Jessica Guthrie Photography, Cass Communications, Illini Community Hospital, State Farm Insurance Agent Rod Prentice, Area Disposal, Prairland FS, Central State Bank, Logan Agri Services, IHS Health Mart Pharmacy, Pine County Lumber Company, Refreshment Services Pepsi, and Heaton Chevrolet Arctic Cat.